There are certain seasons in life where the hardest part is not knowing what to do. It's trying to do it while your spirit feels heavy. And I honestly think that's a different type of battle. Because when life feels heavy, it's not always that you lost your vision. Sometimes you know exactly what you want. And you used to know exactly where you're supposed to be building. And you also know what man you're still trying to become. But your mind feels crowded and your energy kind of just goes off. Your emotions are pulling you in all types of directions. And now even the simplest things take more out of you than they normally would. And I wanted to talk about that because I know a lot of people deal with this quietly, bro. You feel me? It's like you're staying on track, but you're, like disappointment inside you is sitting in you, bro. And maybe something with a woman could be sitting in your chest. Maybe life isn't moving as fast as you thought it would. Maybe the results that you're waiting for, that you're grinding for, aren't showing up just yet. And maybe you're really doing the work, but it still feels like you're in a season where nothing is fully opening. No opportunities is coming abound yet, and that can make focus really hard. And it's not because you're lazy or that you don't care or that you're not built for this shit. It's really, sometimes it's just because you're carrying a lot while still trying to move forward in your life. And when that happens, bro, I think a lot of people start being too hard on themselves, you know? I could vouch for myself specifically, bro. They start acting like something is wrong with them because they're not moving how they would move when life felt lighter. But heavy ass seasons, bro, require a different kind of focus from a man, bro. That's one of the biggest things I've been learning. Cause you know when life feels good, bro, it feels easy as fuck to lock in. You feel me? Your mind is cleaner. You're not worried about nothing. Your energy is locked in. It's focused on something. You feel me? Your discipline is just easier. But when life feels heavy, focus becomes less about speed and more about staying rooted in yourself, bro. That's the first real thing. When life feels heavy, focus has to become smaller and more rooted. Make sure y'all write that down, bro. I think one mistake people make is expecting themselves to perform at the same level in every single season of their lives, bro. And that's really not realistic. Because some seasons are more for acceleration and some other seasons are more focused on survival and having discipline. You know, when life feels heavy, your goal is not always to be your most productive self. Sometimes the goal is just not to lose yourself. And that's an important distinction. That's something that should really matter to you, because if you keep expecting perfection while you're under emotional weight, bro, you're going to keep feeling like you're failing. And then now you're not only carrying pain, but you're carrying shame inside of yourself too. And that's something that's unnecessary. You do not need to put that on yourself. Sometimes staying focused looks like doing the next right thing. Not everything, but just the next right thing. You taking a step at a time, bro. You might have a whole plan that you set for yourself. But right now in the season where it's hard to see those things, you got to focus on, yo, where am I planting my next step? Where am I going to foot and position myself? All right, I'm here. Now, how am I going to position myself? How am I going to take my next step, basically? You feel me? You can't worry about the outcome. You just got to worry about just taking your next step, and that leads you somewhere. The more that you take steps, the farther you see yourself going, and you're going to look back and say, damn, I came a long way. You feel me? Case in point. I think people really underestimate how much power there is in staying in motion when life is trying to make you freeze. Slow motion is better than no motion. The danger of heavy seasons isn't just the experience of pain. It's stagnation. Once you stop moving, your thoughts get louder, bro. And the disappointment gets louder. And confusion inside yourself gets louder. And now what was heavy becomes even more heavier within yourself. So for me, one of the biggest lessons is this. Don't make heaviness make you stop. It may slow you down. Life may humble you, bro. But you cannot stop. I want y'all to write this down. Number 2, bro. You have to stop feeding what is draining you. This one is real because when life feels heavy, bro, people start reaching for whatever numbs them, bro. That's either scrolling, overthinking, escaping, drinking, drugs. You're sitting in the same thoughts way too long than you should. And I get it because sometimes, bro, when your heart is carrying something, distraction feels so much easier than discipline. Especially when disappointment is involved in the situation. Especially when something with a woman is on your mind. Especially when you're doing your best, bro, and you're still not seeing the results. That combination can mess with you tremendously. Because now it's not just one burden, gang. It's multiple things sitting on your spirit at once. And what I've noticed, bro, is if you're not careful, you start feeding the very things that are draining you. You keep checking that wound that you got. You keep doom scrolling to pass your peace. You keep entertaining thoughts that are not building you. Or you keep giving your attention to things that are not helping your future. That's where discipline becomes spiritual too. Because sometimes focus is not just about what you do. It's about what you stop allowing to keep eating at you. You have to get really honest with yourself and ask, what is making me heavier than I need to be right now? Sometimes it's the phone. Sometimes it's you and your thoughts, replaying disappointments, or staying emotionally attached to a situation that God already told you that the door is closed to. That's hard, but it's real. And I'm not saying for y'all to become emotionless. But I'm just trying to say, do not let your pain run the whole day. Number 3, make sure I write this down. Faith has to carry what your feelings cannot. This is probably the deepest part of the whole thing for me, because when life feels heavy, bro, feelings get real loud, bro. Real loud. Your feelings will tell you, maybe this shit is not working, or maybe I'm behind. Maybe the season is too much. Maybe I'm losing myself or losing my edge. Maybe I should just dip off, disappear for a little bit, because you're tired and you feeling like you're not really built for this. But faith talks very much so different. Faith says, yo, God got me, bro. I don't know what's going on. I don't know the reasonings for what's going on in my life, but I know God got what's best for me in store. And that's the mindset that can at least keeps me from falling down and trying to lean on my own understanding, bro. Trying to think that I can handle this on my own, bro. No, like life throws us curveballs, bro. You don't know what in life, where life is gonna take you, any of that, bro. So it's kind of like taking out it's kind of like detaching from the result of things in life. If you stay attached to a result, you're kind of just putting yourself in a fantasy or putting yourself in a position where you're living in a false reality. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, that's why I'm saying, faith really matters, because that's what gets you through the hard situations, bro. Sometimes you truly do not have the answers and you cannot get past this season by yourself, bro. Number 4, make sure I write this down. Results take longer when you are becoming deeper, especially within yourself. I think another thing that makes life feel heavy is when you're doing the work and not seeing enough from it. That kind of frustration can wear you down. Because it's one thing to be carrying pain, but it's another thing to be carrying pain while also feeling like your efforts are still not hitting the mark. They're not paying off yet, and that shit will test you. That'll make you question your rhythm, question your timing, and it'll make you wonder if all this discipline that you've been trying to instill in yourself is actually working or if it's actually beneficial. But I think one of the most dangerous things that you can do is let delayed results make you disrespect the process. Just because it hasn't opened yet does not mean nothing is happening, bro. Understand this, bro. God is working behind the scenes at all times. Understand that some seasons are not public fruit seasons. Some seasons are root seasons. Take that in. And roots do not look impressive, but roots matter. Because when the season finally changes and you dug your roots in so deep in that soil, you kept building yourself, you kept working on yourself to be better, bro, your roots run so deep within that soil that when you begin to sprout, you will sprout tremendously, bro. I could be mistaken, but like, you could look at how a carrot is underground, or I don't know if it gets a carrot, but damn. Or look at a tree's roots. You could just look at a tree's roots. You get what I'm saying? It has deep roots that's rooted. The big trees, the big fat heavy trees that be in the forests that don't tumble down, that's been there for hundreds of years, bro. Those trees have strong roots in the ground. And that's sometimes your root season, bro. You need to build them roots before you can sprout up and really be who you are called to be. And that's something I want y'all to take away from this, bro. That shit is very powerful. Because anybody can move when they feel great. But not everybody can stay aligned when life is pressuring them. And that's where character is really built, bro. And I think that's one of the things viewers need to hear more. Because sometimes staying focused is not about becoming superhuman, bro. It's just about becoming steady within oneself. Steady with pain, steady with pressure, steady with the disappointments that come in life. Steady when results are catching up to the work that you've been putting in. And that kind of steadiness will take you far. So understand this, when life gets heavy, bro, I think the real goal is this. Stay close to God, stay in motion, stop feeding what is draining you. And remember that pressure is not just here to break you, but it's here to help you grow. And it reveals what's inside you and what you're made for. Look at it like that, and everything will start to change. And maybe that's the point. Maybe the reason the season feels heavy is because something stronger is being formed inside of you. Something more disciplined, more grounded, less dependent on mood and emotions, bro. Something that's less shaken by what doesn't go your way. And that's growth. And I know it's hard to always see it in the moment, but that's why you need faith. Because faith lets you keep your direction even when your feelings are tired. So if life feels heavy right now, do not make the mistake of thinking that means you're on the wrong path or something. Sometimes the path gets heavy because the version of you on the other side has to be stronger than the one who started. So keep going. Stay disciplined when you can. Rest when you need to. Get outside, move your body. Pray, bro, protect your mind. Do the next right thing. Take that next step and focus on that step. And also, last thing, bro, big favor. Do not let one heavy ass, depressing ass, struggling ass season to convince you that your whole life will be heavy forever. It's temporary. This too will move. And when it does, you're going to be very grateful you didn't completely let go of yourself in the middle of it. Now, if this hit, bro, let me know in the comments what helps you stay focused when life starts to feel heavy for you. Subscribe for more pain, ambition, and emotional growth. It's Life of Q Garçons, bro. I'm going to see you on the next video. Hey, there's an unreleased song in the bio too as well. Go hear that. Go check that song out. Oh.